that kind of appearance is not what it means for you to be qualified to be an apostle. There are people that had dream and saw Jesus and said that that's what qualified them. Even if he speaks with you, it might just be to give you an information. That is not the kind of encounter with Jesus that sends a man as an apostolic voice. That's not it. God is sending me to bring down the altar, the ogugu of my village, and I'm struggling to pray for 5 minutes. What does he mean, Pastor? What does he mean?
This is the decree of the watchers. His words is like wine in my belly. It is bursting like vent, looking for where to overflow. He said, give me openers.
There is an avalanche coming from the spirit, a deluge, a weight of God about to descend into the hearts of men. Priesthood can be hidden from men, but it's not hidden in the spirit. I am here looking for men that will be sent, except messengers are sent. The generation will be without a voice. The tokens of God will be lost. Witnesses will be scarce. The name of the Lord will be put on the mouth. Find me! A generation will wander in darkness until God finds men that he can send.
So the first one is the revelational nature of encounter. Listen to me. Your response to an encounter is dependent on you identifying. Of course, the nature of an encounter will determine several things that it can convey. There are people that is trying to make out an encounter out of a revelation. Are you seeing it now? Maybe God appeared to you and told you something, and somebody is trying to make it into something else. Let me give you an example. There are several people that said that they... See, let's listen to me. Ask my sister, and Antonia. I used to pastor a church down at Opuneze at that time, in one shop, double shop. Those days we'll be having services and Jesus will be appearing to everybody in that service. I need confirmation. Is it not true? In our services, that time, ask them. So that kind of appearance is not what it means for you to be qualified to be an apostle. There are people that had dream and saw Jesus and said that that's what qualified them. Even if he speaks with you, it might just be to give you an information. That is not the kind of encounter with Jesus that sends a man as an apostolic voice. That's not it. Are you getting where I'm going now? You need to follow my teaching. The reason why I'm saying this is that some people had that kind of encounter and they are forcing their encounter to speak what God did not allow it to speak. And at some point they became frustrated because they felt just because they saw Jesus that it should mean this, and they found out that what should have proceeded from this is not proceeding out of it. What is wrong? It is your inability to understand and interpret the basic nature of the kind of encounter that God handed over to you. If God is trying to give you an information, why are you making it out into an ordination? Why are you making it out into a coronation service? Why are you making it out into something that it is not? God is not placing you on a throne. He is just giving you an information. In fact, there are certain prophetic insight that God gives to you. It is not about you. You are not supposed to do anything about it. I heard a story about when a prophet was being interviewed by Sadhu Savaraj. How many of you know Savaraj? Is he still alive? Sadhu Savaraj. And the prophet told him that one time, God, he was passing through a city that was, there are cities, like for example, in the Nigerian Civil War, they will tell you the war of this. The whole nation is at war. But the battle did not enter all cities. I hope you know. There are cities that more blood was shed. In fact, the battles in those cities determined the course of the whole war. Are you following me now? So much blood was shed in that city that he said 3 principal demonic angels was standing watch over that city from that time till as of the time of that prophetic insight. So when God revealed to him those princes, they were standing. He wanted to do something. God told him, hey, don't do anything. No. I just showed you. I just showed you the shape of this place in the spirit. I'm not showing you for you to do anything about it. You lack what it takes to intervene in this kind of matter. It is another means through which intervention is brought. And there are many people like that. They have visionary encounters, dreams and visions, stepped out to do something about it. That has been the last we heard about them. Because the insight they had is not for them to do about anything about it. You should have asked questions. You should have asked God. You should have consulted people and asked them, this kind of vision for somebody like me that can't pray for 10 minutes, what does it mean? God is sending me to bring down the altar, the ogugu of my village, and I'm struggling to pray for 5 minutes. What does it mean, Pastor? What does it mean? I will say they want to kill you. If you ask me, I don't know about what I will say they want to kill you. If you press me further, I will say this is the potential that God has lodged in you. If you deal well with what God is doing in your life, you will get to a point where you'll be able to deal with these altars as if it's nothing. But for now, 5 minutes can't remove village altar. I'm warning you. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. Even if God sent you to do that kind of thing, He will have to, by mistake, if He have to give you a lot of covering, including intercessory covering. For example, a group of people can intercede for your village. They are interceding, praying. But there is nobody physically dead that we help to do some prophetic action. And you are the only one yielded. You might just be praying for 10 or 30 minutes, but God will decide to use you. But you don't know all the thing around it. And that's why some people make mistake. You can only deal with that altar that you have intercessory covering to deal with. Because some people has already secured victory by intercession, and God is looking for a vessel to implement it in the physical realm. When you are through with dealing with that, if you deal with another one, whatever you see, you take. Because there is no intercessory covering to deal with. Are you blessed? Yes, if you are blessed, say amen.